Hi folks, welcome to my Bit Retro Journal. This is another video for Marcintosh where we celebrate all things Macintosh in the month of March. So in the previous video I took my PowerBook 180 apart, and today I'm going to put it all back together. So I've got to do two things. I've got to go and clean this floppy drive and then sort of re-grease some of the mechanisms to make it work a little better. And then second, I've got this BlueSCSI, and this one I'm going to have to build. And there's not very many parts, but I'm gonna have to put it together. I have my trusty soldering iron from when I was a kid. This is actually from 1980s. I've already built the SD card image, so I have that ready to go and played around with it in Basilisk. It has System 7.1 on it, and hopefully that'll work just out of the box. But I've got to build this first. I'm not going to do that on camera just because it just doesn't work for me. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take this, mainly because I have to look through this lens, and you know, it's just my head's in the way, whatnot. So I'm going to take this offline, and I will come back with the BlueSCSI put together. This is a version 1.1, so it unfortunately doesn't have a Pico with Wi-Fi. It has just a Blue Pill, but I'm going to put that together, and then I'm going to, once I installed in there, I have this micro SD to micro SD cable, and I'm going to try to run the cable from here to under there so I can get access of my micro SD card once the system is back together, so I don't have to keep opening it up. I did, if you saw some of the standoffs broke, I did fix the standoff here in the corner. I used graphite, and I mixed it actually this time with some baking soda and crazy glue, and that's actually even made it stronger. I still have to Dremel a little bit of it, but it came out, both these came out really well. I still didn't find out where that one of the piece of plastics came from. I can't locate it anywhere on the board, but anyway, so I think this is solid again, and I'll show it to you when I put the thing back together. But yeah, and the hope is once I put it back together, I have a working PowerBook with System 7.1 on it, and it's quieter, you know, because that hard disk, even though it was still working, was always making kind of a loud whiny noise, which the SCSI drives tend to do. But I'm hoping that when I have, you know, obviously the BlueSCSI is completely silent. So I'm going to first do the soldering, and once I'm done, I'm going to come back and then start cleaning on the drive, all right? I'm back. It's the next day. This has been kind of a disaster. I spent all yesterday late into the night trying to get this done, and you can see I've got the board mainly done, but the Arduino Blue Pill is gone, and actually had it on here, but I had to cut it off. I ended up using these snips to cut it out because I had a high heat 450 degrees Celsius soldering iron, couldn't heat up the solder enough to solder suck it off. So the problem was I ran out of this solder, so I used new solder I got from AliExpress, and I think this is high heat solder because I just could not, you know, I had to put so much heat on this when I moved this soldering iron. I just destroyed the Blue Pill board to where a lot of the traces were gone from the connector to the board, and I couldn't even solder suck it off, so I just ended up trying to save this board because this one is fine, and ended up just cutting it off with these snips slowly. It took a long time. I didn't try to damage this part. So I can get a new Blue Pill on AliExpress for like a couple of dollars. So I think this is going to have to be postponed. So this is going to end up as an inadvertent quick clip. But yeah, I think this solder is high heat. It doesn't really say it anywhere, but I think that's what it is. So I'm going to buy some lower heat tin leaded solder that is going to work better and flow more easily. So that's an important aspect of it. So in any case, that's all I got for you disappointingly today. This video is going to come out late. But yeah, I'm not going to continue doing the rest of the cleaning the floppy or anything until I get this taken care of. So it's going to take a few weeks to order the Blue Pill and get this all taken care of. But hopefully I can get this BlueSCSI version 1.1 for PowerBook up and running. So stay tuned for a future video. All right. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.